What a film! What a film! Yo, guys, I'm going to back on another video today, guys. We're going to be doing the Batman movie review. So I'm gonna give you guys my quick review of the film. I watched it 2 days ago on March the 9th, Wednesday. So it's a Friday now, and I hadn't been busy, so I haven't got time to do it straight after cinema, as we watched it quite late. But so I'm gonna do the good first, and then the bad, and then the rating out of 10 will be right at the end. So yeah, that's my overall thoughts. Right, let's jump right into it though. So, what I loved about the movie is that it really is like the best Batman film, I think, for me, just because it's more like the cartoons, which is badass. I've just seen like the animated series really recently. I just finished it, I think 3 months ago, back in 2021. I finished the whole Batman series, and I think last week, and I just watched Batman vs Sub-Zero and Batman Mystery of the Catwoman animated films, which are based off the animated series as well. It's like carry on, and it's sick, badass films, man. So yeah, my knowledge on the Batman like up to date. So going into the film, I caught a lot of the Easter eggs and references in it, like Falcone was, and Maroni's and all them. You know what I found? You know what I love, man. Falcone was a badass character in this, because one of his best ones was in Long Halloween, Part 1 and 2. Those Batman films were insane. Falcone was a great villain in that. But I like how they did the whole, they talked about Thomas Wayne and how them two, like, they dived into the whole backstory of Martha Wayne and all that. Riddler was, like, exposing them. I thought that shit was kind of mad. And with Batman, you had, and then, Falcone and Thomas Wayne were mates and stuff, and how Thomas Wayne helped him, saved his life and shit. They went into, and it was actually the exact same as like the storyline of Falcone in it. So I was like, yo, the fact that it did this, all the characters in it was pretty mad. Like, I gotta say, Penguin was one of my favourite characters. He was funny as shit. He was actually really funny. The movie was more funny than I thought it was going to be. I was actually laughing quite a lot. Like, especially in the club scene when you open the door and those two guys, the twins. The first twin opens it, and then the second one is so funny. And then the second time when they come around, Catwoman walks in, and he's like, Batman's like, yo, I think this is one of the guys I battered the other day. Those jokes. Bro, the way Batman starts as well is pretty mad with the joke thing. The other thing, I thought that scene was going to be way longer. It kind of let me down, because we saw basically all of that in the trailer. In the second trailer, basically got it all. The thing that got me hooked from the beginning was the first trailer got me really excited for the film. As the trailers went on, for me, I didn't really care too much. They got worse as they went on. But that first one really, really got me to want to watch this film. So you got the Joker's bits. And Tim Drake, why is Tim Drake there? Did anyone catch on to that? Like, was he just playing a Joker thug, or was that actually Tim Drake, from Titans and that? So is that like a crossover or something? Like, he was part of the Joker thing? Because he was kind of acting the same way he does in Titans. Like, he just doesn't want to do it. He's like following the gang, but he's like, I don't know. He didn't even fight Batman because it's Tim Drake. What's he going to do, man? He would have got battered straight up. But he only appeared for that one bit at the beginning, never showed up again. So I don't know what happens to Tim Drake. But moving on, we got the second fight scene was in Iceberg Lounge. As badass that they use that name, the Penguins doing, the Iceberg Lounge. I thought that was sick, because just like in the cartoons. But the one thing I want to say is they should have actually had like a proper look of the Iceberg Lounge, with the whole blue and everything. Had the ice ring and shit, the tables around, but they didn't really. It was like just like a standard nightclub. It's just called the Iceberg Lounge. It would have been cool if they had that, but I guess keeping it with the modern times or whatever. And I think that's only something you could do in the cartoons anyway. But it would have been really cool to see, Penguin and everything. Because I guess this was kind of like the start of Penguin anyway, if you know what I mean. So maybe he'll get the Iceberg proper one afterwards, because he still didn't have his like umbrella or anything. But he's taller than what he usually is. But Penguin was really good in this film. I like how he's like started off good as well. Like, he's trying to help Batman out, kind of. But not really. Batman goes to him for like information, but he didn't really give anything. Jim Gordon was fantastic. I really, really like Jim Gordon. He's probably my favourite. Like, Jim Gordon in the Bale trilogy was pretty good, but this, bro, he's really, because it's just like Jeffrey Wright. His freaking voice is so lit, man. Like he just played it well when he's describing Riddler's riddles. Like the way he's saying them is like, oh man, it's badass, man. Riddler, he was pretty good. He's a pretty good villain. He's like the way he did, yeah, his orphan. They never said his name. They never said Enigma once, really. Or did it say on the card? I don't know. You know, at the end when they grab him and shit. I don't know if I saw that bit or not, but they always showed the card for a few seconds, so I didn't get to read it. But Riddler, yeah, I wish he had the look though. You know what I mean? The cane or something. I don't know. It was a different spin on it. I was like, I wasn't too asked, but my only thing is they should have had like a final fight with the Riddler, because you could have a villain, right? But you're not gonna have like Batman beating up Riddler, not even once. I know why they didn't have it, because you know Riddler's like thinks Batman's his mate and all that, and you know he's trying to help him do all this thing, but turns out Riddler was wrong at the end, and he didn't even know he was Bruce Wayne. Like that scene in there in the prison was actually badass, and it was so much better when he said, "What are you doing?" In the second trailer, that scene looked ass when he went, "What are you doing?" But now it looks so much better in the film. They use a different take or something. Yeah, Riddler. I just wish there was like a final fight or something with him. Well, not fight. You know, the fight before he went to prison, they could have fought in the house. Like I thought when I was in there, I was like, "Oh shit!" Like Riddler was gonna come and whack him on the head or something. But nah, he just like did the. It was cool with the card pitting thing, and he like unraveled the clues and shit. I thought that was pretty neat. Catwoman was pretty good. Decent in this. Didn't do too much. I mean, she only really had like one kind of alright fight scene with Batman. You know, she's just there. It was cool with the eye thing and looking around, trying to get the information when she went in the club. That scene was alright. Yeah, it's just there really. Batman. Let's get to Batman. It's pretty. Batman as a character. Actually, I'll do that at the end, innit? I'll talk about Batman at the end. I almost forgot. The music in this film. The music in this film was on another level. Every time the Batman theme came on it was too good. It was too good. Even at the start when you hear the boom, 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 boom. Just every single time. Like, you have it like an opening shot or something. When like Batman and like Jim Gordon are just chilling at the rooftop. Like the shots. Also got to say, like, so many of the shots were on point, man. Matt Reeves did some mad shots in this. I was like, yo, god damn, what a shot, man. There's so many shots in this that were like, wow, like banging, you know what I mean? But I got to say, though, the music, especially when it's that penguin scene, god damn, the car. Yo, what is really funny when he looks down like that? that shit was so funny, man. Where he looks down on him and he grips him, bang. Turns out they did the whole chase scene for nothing because they got the wrong guy. Well, because they didn't, because the riddle, because it's the bird thing, and they thought it was penguin, but it's bloody Falcon. Wow, that is mad. That is mad. How they didn't see that? That's actually crazy how they did that. Because like But yeah, every time the music came on, it was pretty sick. I didn't feel like there was any hour that were better than others. I think it was like gradually alright, like through the whole thing. But yeah, the story was amazing. Congrats on the story, because you had me hooked from like the beginning and all the way through. Like I was like, yo, what's gonna happen? You know what I mean? But now to get to the bad stuff, right? What I found really annoying is the trailers gave away bloody everything. I'm not even joking. Like, the best shit was in the trailer, where, you know, with the guns, like, bah, 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 bah. You know, you just see the muzzles and that. Like, the best shits was in the trailer. Like, the car scene, the whole boom. Like, they spoiled legit the best shit. And, like, you know, when he's bunching up that guy, like, that's the best bit of that fight, that Joker bit. And it's annoying, because even with the bat shit. Oh no! What was really funny, what they didn't show, is after when he smacked the guy with the bat, he actually flings it and hits that other guy that's trying to shoot him. That shit was actually hilarious. But yeah, like most of it was in the trailers. Like most of the action parts and like the few fight scenes at the beginning and shit, they weren't even that long. Kind of short. It was kind of, and you know, the Joker fight. I was really excited for that one the most. and basically most of it was in the trailer, and there was only a little bit added on, and he just hits him really easily, and it's not even that cool or anything. I wanted like him to be brutal. Like it was 50 in the UK for no reason, and it was PG-13 in the America, which is ass because there was no blood. I thought we were actually going to get a bloody Batman beating the shit out of people and going to see that blood coming off their face and everything. We kind of didn't get that. What I will say though, the car sequence, going into it, like from the trailer, I did not care for the car sequence at all in this film. But God, the car sequence is probably my favourite scene in this film. I'm not even joking, because the fights were a little like a bit disappointing for me. But the car sequence, it was insane. It was really well done. I was actually chuffed. I actually really liked that car scene. It was badass. The best fight is obviously the last one, but even still, it wasn't like the best out there. I gotta say, what held it back for me was definitely the action. It wasn't all that good. Like the fight scenes, it was just the fact that they put everything in the bloody trailer. I only saw 3 trailers as well, the 3 main ones, and it's just like the fucking. It just really annoyed me. If I didn't see any trailers, I would have liked the action way more. But it's not as good as like Shang-Chi, you know what I mean? And Ben Affleck's Batman was so much better in the warehouse scene. I thought we were gonna get something, you know, that could like match it that level, but it just didn't happen, man. It's maybe in the next ones, but I think Zack Snyder's just too good at directing action, and it's just his thing. But yeah, the story's great. Batman, I thought Robert Pattinson did a great job as Batman. You know, he played it well. Alfred, I thought Alfred was gonna die. Oh, I did not see that shit coming. When I was like, damn, they're gonna kill Alfred off. What the hell? And then, he survived. I was like, god damn. Oh, that. Oh, no. Another problem I have is film Falcone. Why the hell was Falcone Catwoman's daughter? That crap was shit. Why that's not even in any of the comics, any of the cartoons, nothing they pulled out of nowhere, just made it for the story purposes, which I think is so shit, because Falcone has an actual son and a daughter. His daughter's like this big one with like freaking machine guns that actually fights and shit, and will legit do anything for Falcone. And he has a son, which is just like the nerdiest guy ever, but he's skinny as, and Falcone hates his son because he's not like big muscular and he's not like a crime boss or anything. So he's just there because he's his son, and he's never proud of him. You know what I mean? This is all in The Long Halloween. It's such a good movie, man. Part 1 and 2. But you know what? Why did Catwoman, like, what the hell is that? Storyline came out of nowhere, bro. That's what a problem I had with it. Yeah, but it's not like a big thing. It's like nitty picks here and there. Oh yeah, you got the Joker at the end, which is pretty cool. They kind of just like put him in there, in the asylum, which, you know, is alright. And technically, bro, Riddler basically won because he did what he had to do, and he exploded the thing, and they never. I thought that was like, is there more left? Because Batman basically didn't even win because there's a massive flood in Gotham and nothing's resolved. And this is also dumbass, bro. Man gets shot so many times by the guns, on the muzzle scene. And then 5 minutes later, one shot, and he's like, whoa, and he's dying. And I was like, what? I don't know what happened. I was like, how the hell? Why is he dying or some shit all of a sudden? And he comes out of nowhere, or Catwoman saves him, and then he gets the Jason type freaking serum or something. And they didn't explain what the hell, how that made him better or something. And then he just started beating that guy. But even when he was beating that guy, it wasn't even. There should have been more blood or something there. But fuck. Man, it just is what it is. I thought that was. I mean, yeah, the final fight was the best thing there, but I was just expecting more. Like, I feel like it was overhyped in a way. Like, I was expecting like it to be like mad. But what I got was like a great film, not like an insane film. If you know what I mean. Just this is my opinion, though. Most of you guys out there probably loved it, but overall, I think from 6 to 8, which is where I could rate the thing, out of 10, I would still give it an 8 out of 10. I think the action holds it down and a few things here and there. Overall, I really did enjoy this film. I probably will watch it again. Maybe give it like 4 months or something. I'll watch it again. But yeah, it's a long ass film, 3 hours, man. Which is how it should be. So if I was to rank the Batmans, man, Ben Affleck is still the best Batman to me. I think he's knocked out of the park. But this Batman film is the best Batman film. As you know, it's better than freaking Batman vs Superman. It's better than bringing, because you know the shitty Superman parts in there. It's better than Bell Trilogy easily for me. I just feel like Christopher Nolan, like, he doesn't know Batman like Matt Reeves does. Matt Reeves just did it so well. But I do say though, Batman Rises, the one with Bane in it, has better action in there than this film. Because the way Bane was hitting him, friggin' goddamn, and the action in that was miles better than the ones in this film. But yeah, this Batman still had better action than the other two films anyway. And you know, the old four ones, they're just there. I mean, the first one was good, but the rest were kind of dead. You know what I mean? Jack Nicholson one was pretty decent, but it doesn't hold up to like this one. So this is my favorite Batman film, definitely the best one, by far. And I can't wait for the sequel with Mr. Freeze in that, and Joker in the third or something like that. But yeah, I think that's basically everything I need to say. Ben Affleck warehouse scene, you can't beat that. It's too good. That scene is elite on another level. This is the end of this video, guys. Like and subscribe. See you guys next time. Send a bit of peace.